Folks, I'm going down to St. James Infirmary. See my baby there, she's stressed out on a long white table. She's so sweet, so cold, so fair. Let her go, oh bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find another sweet man like me. Now when I die, bear me in my straight leg breeches, put on a box back coat and a Stetson hat, put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain so you can let all the boys know I died standing pat. Then give me 6 crap-shooting pallbearers. Let a chorus girl sing me a song. Put a red hot jazz band at the top of my head so we can raise hallelujah as we go along. Folks, now that you have heard my story, say, boy, hand me over another shot of that blues. If anyone should ask you, tell them I got those St. James Infirmary blues. Let her go, oh bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find another sweet man like me. Folks, I'm going down to
The back door's unlocked, it's never unlocked unless he's up, you know. His door is open right here. All his cupboard doors are open in the kitchen, that's not normal.
Police are at the home of Benjamin King after his neighbor discovered him stabbed to death in his bedroom. At first, the detectives believed that this tragedy was the result of a robbery, but they would be horribly wrong. As the weeks-long investigation began, detectives would uncover a toxic relationship and a twisted conspiracy with the neighbor at the very center of it all.
Did you talk to that bitch down there?
My brother John was talking about was the girl down at the edge of the corner at the Grain Corner house. She knew, she took Grain's grain card to the bank, food stamps. That's what my brother was telling me.
But just as the investigators began delving into the case, only weeks later, another man is discovered stabbed inside his home under eerily similar circumstances.
Gary!
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, we gotta see.
Throughout the investigation, detectives chase a long list of suspects, but from the very beginning, the truth had been hiding in plain sight by someone nobody suspected. At 1:11 p.m. on April 8, 2020, Akron's emergency dispatchers received a 911 call from a woman who had just made a chilling discovery.
Akron 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Oh my God.
What is the problem? What's the problem, ma'am?
I went in and I'm yelling for him, and I know his door's pulled out, his cupboard doors are open, and I went up the stairs and said, he's okay, he's laying on the floor, blood everywhere.
Okay, who is it?
I'm gonna take
His name is Benjamin King. He's my neighbor.
Akron police officers are immediately dispatched to the residence. And while Heidi, the caller, had described the disturbing scene, what awaits them inside is far worse than they could have imagined.
His back door's unlocked, it's never unlocked unless he's up, you know. His door is open right here. All his cupboard doors are open in the kitchen, and that's not normal.
We're gonna go hang out over there for us so you can have room to work here? Anything weird about it? But everyone? Like murder?
It's either a suicide or a murder.
Okay.
There's blood all over the wall. I might guess the ladder. But you can take a look yourself. Where's your stove at?
Oh. Where's his injuries at?
I don't know. I have not touched him. All I did was touch him to see if he was stiff. But he's stiff and cold. So we're calling it obvious. Yeah, I'm not going to move him. We'll let the me.
Okay.
At first, there's uncertainty about what exactly happened to the victim. But the moment that officers step into the bedroom, that doubt disappears. Blood covers the walls and is spread out across the floor. The bed is soaked with it, showing that the victim had been stabbed. His upper body and head are badly wounded, and his hands carry signs of a desperate struggle. For the officers, it becomes instantly clear that they are looking at a brutal homicide investigation.
On the bed, what do you see in that? There's blood on the comforter, and then obviously here, and in the sink. So, I suppose we ought to just, yeah, I mean, start a crime scene log, get a hold of DB, and get somebody out here. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
As officers comb through the house, they stumble upon something unusual in the kitchen. A discovery that will soon point them toward a crucial lead in the case.
The way you called and said that all of his cabinets in the kitchen are open, and she checks on him on a regular basis and she's like, I don't know why that would be like that. Like someone was listening here looking for something. Like all the cabinets here are open. I mean, who does this?
Yeah.
This is something odd.
It is a bizarre scene. One that suggests that someone may have broken in, robbed the victim, and then killed him. But the brutality of the attack points to something deeper. The injuries on the victim's body suggest that the killer may have known him and acted out of anger or revenge. Officers turn their attention to Heidi, the 911 caller, who first found the victim.
He's dead, isn't he? Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
One second. Make some fish from your side.
Oh my God, I live right here.
Heidi told the officers that the victim was 69-year-old Benjamin King. She lived just a few doors down and checked on him every day. But on this day, when she walked into his house, she found Benjamin lying unresponsive in a pool of his blood.
At 11:30, and you spoke to him then?
No, I didn't see him. I thought he would lay down and take a nap from drinking.
Oh, okay. And the door was locked?
It was locked.
And then you came back a little bit after 1, and that's when you found the door open?
Yeah, it was unlocked.
Okay.
The back door was unlocked too.
11:55.
Okay.
I just looked at it, I could see. I mean,
Does he usually keep his doors locked?
Yeah.
23 Slow Drive, break.
So I said he locked it, he goes to take a nap, but as soon as he gets up in the morning, he unlocks it.
Mm-hmm.
Over the numbers on
The
here.
back door is usually still locked
Mm-hmm.
because usually like if I come over something, the dog doesn't get out until later on.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to get out.
Was the dog out when you got here?
No, the dog was in there.
Okay.
In the chair when I come in the door. And that's why I knew when I seen the stand over the dog in the chair.
Mm-hmm. So you knew that something wasn't right.
So I knew something wasn't right at 11:30
Mm-hmm.
when I come out. I'm thinking, I felt it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why didn't you just kick in the door or something? You know?
Detectives asked Heidi if she could think of anyone who might have wanted to harm Benjamin. She mentioned 2 brothers, Justin and John, who often visited his house, and recalled that something unusual had happened when they were there the night before.
And he asked if he could go, he had to take us. So we said, and he told him, no, because then he come down with his gun and said, tell him now if he wants to go in the bathroom, come in. So,
You got a gun in there?
that's what I've been told, I don't know. Don't know. Because they drive, something about the Hummer thingy, whatever. There's something about Jaybird.
Hello?
One of the officers would immediately drive down to John's house and learn that Justin has serious problems.
One of my brothers, they're both crackheads, and me and my wife's been fighting back and forth for years because my brother, he almost died here a while back. They had to put a balloon, 2 stents in his heart because he overdosed. So we don't really talk that much.
Moreover, Justin had borrowed money from Benjamin that he hadn't returned.
And just pay you back, man, this month. I promise to pay you back next month. Blah, blah, blah. That months came and went and came and went. Look, get the fuck away from my house. Don't you ever come back again. He said, I've loaned you money 4 or 5 times on this bullshit junk stuff that you bring me. And you know, I'm on a fixed income here. I can't just keep giving.
Yeah. He physically pushed him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
4 or 5 months ago. And I was sitting there and I just left it go.
Oh, you were actually there?
Yeah.
Back at the scene, officers begin canvassing the neighborhood. And some neighbors report seeing a vehicle at the house earlier that day.
On my friend's porch, and I saw this goldish, older style Hummer, big body Hummer, speed away from over here. I didn't hear no noises like gunshots or anything.
Okay.
But
How about what time was that?
Probably 10:30, 11ish.
I was up here
Maybe
11.
12.
I come up here. No.
Okay.
No, it had to be a white male,
Okay.
blondish, short hair,
Short.
kind of crew cut like yours.
Okay. Short blonde hair?
Yeah.
Another neighbor chimes in, confirming the earlier observation made by the other residents, and shares that Justin drives a Hummer.
Connected to a Hummer. Right. You don't know. Right. I've seen it many times with a Hummer. We'll call it roughly that car. It's a dusty gold like that. So you've seen Jaybird driving this gold Hummer? Yeah.
Detectives learned that Justin went by the name Jaybird, which is what the neighbor had been using. At this point, they believe that they have strong leads pointing to Justin. But when Benjamin's daughter arrives at the scene, her suspicions about another person take the case in a completely different direction.
Did you talk to that bitch down there?
Talk to people, but I'll let you talk to the detectives and let them know what you think, okay?
Immediately, the daughter tells investigators that she thinks she knows who is responsible for her father's murder.
Let me say this friendly. That lady down there has been paying his bills, and she's been taking all his money and not paying on his bills.
We don't have a bill.
So I don't have a bill to say, because she's not giving him the bills. She's keeping them. She is writing on the receipts what she is supposed to have paid versus what she really paid. And this has been going on for over 3 months. So she's been working on for 3 months.
The daughter immediately points to Heidi, the very neighbor who had called 911 to report Benjamin's death.
This lady down the street decided that she was going to help him. She took upon herself to help him.
There we go.
And that's her way to get her drug fix, is by taking his money. And his money's going to still be in there because I know exactly where it's at. It's in a cabinet in this kitchen and a coffee jug. Put it in a container like this. It's okay.
Was it in there?
No, it was in a container like this.
Red folders?
Yep.
Where does it keep it?
It was in here. It was, say, I had it cremated what it was for. So whoever did this knows exactly where he hid his money. And she's one. Down here. Those two are the suspects.
The daughter explains that Heidi and John, Justin's brother, were the only 2 people who knew where Benjamin kept his money. This becomes even more troubling when paired with reports of Justin's vehicle being spotted in the neighborhood around the time of the crime. Detectives now make it a top priority to find Justin, and about 19 hours after the murder, they track him down and they speak with him for the first time over the phone.
I haven't talked to him for weeks. Me and my brother was over there together one day, and they were all drinking and having a good time or whatnot. And my brother had some people supposed to come over there and buy some aluminum wheels or whatever, and I guess they didn't fit the guy's Chevy. But, man, that's a good old dude. I couldn't see anybody doing that.
In a later in-person interview, Justin immediately denied any involvement in Benjamin's murder or any knowledge of his money in the cabinet. He admitted borrowing from Benjamin, but he claimed that it was only small amounts. He agreed to provide a DNA sample and even handed over his phone for a search. Justin also admitted to a confrontation with Benjamin, after which he was kicked out and banned from the house. He then mentioned a name that was already familiar to investigators, Heidi, the neighbor who had discovered Benjamin's body.
What John was talking about was the girl down at the edge of the corner at the Grain Corner house. She knew she took Grain's grain card to the bank, food stamps. That's what my brother was telling me on the phone the other day. And he thinks that she might have something to do with it. So if I point a finger, I'd probably check her for sure.
Detectives cannot ignore the possibility that Heidi may have been involved, especially after what Benjamin's daughter had told them. The case is quickly becoming tangled, full of accusations but lacking solid evidence. Each new lead only seems to complicate matters rather than bringing them closer to the truth. With growing suspicion, the detectives decide to bring Heidi in for questioning.
You understand that you would pay his bills? Well, that's where we had a dispute, but it wasn't between, everything was between me and him, it was between his daughter. I went to pay his bill. One night I paid $40 on it. I need to borrow that. He said, go ahead, did not remember. I paid him back his $40. That's why I was still around with him. What kind of bill? It was, I paid for 40 taxes, mom, I got paid. You know, I was in stretch with my bills too. But I take it back, that's why I was up there. Then when you were up there, you just wanted to daughter to go pay the bills now, so we didn't have a problem with that.
Detectives press Heidi to share anything that she may have left out about the day that Benjamin's body was discovered, or about anyone else who knew him. And that's when she mentions her son, Jason Shockley.
He's got out of prison and stuff, so
When did he get out of prison?
this September.
What was he in jail for?
Robbery.
Would your son be capable of something?
Oh God, I pray not. No. I pray not.
For investigators, this is a major lead. Since Heidi knew about the cash hidden in the coffee can, it seemed likely that she had told her son, Jason, who may have decided to rob Benjamin and, in the process, murdered him. Detectives now have a new suspect with stronger cause for involvement. But just as they set out to track down Jason Shockley, an inmate at the Sumner County Jail reaches out with a crucial tip about Jason. He claims that he overheard Jason talking about Benjamin's death while they were both behind bars. But before we get to that, if you are finding this video interesting, please do us a favor. Make sure to hit like and subscribe and help us get to 1 million subscribers. And now, let's dive back in.
So I'm told you told one of the deputies you got some information about a homicide?
Yeah, over there on Kid Court.
Tell me about that.
That's about the old guy that got stabbed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, his mother found the body. Everybody in the neighborhood know the kid did it. His son, her son.
How do you know this?
Yeah, he called me. Well, I seen him a couple days after it happened. He told me he had money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I heard him and his mom arguing on the phone. Bob, he wasn't supposed to go that far. Because she always going over the house, cleaning up when she been doing that for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
The inmate's claim is bold, but without evidence, it is still only hearsay. And while tracking down Jason becomes a priority, investigators have no idea that an even bigger twist is just around the corner. 6 weeks later, on May 21st, 2020, at 9:37 p.m., Akron Emergency Services receive a frantic call from a son worried about his father.
Akron Police and Fire, Canty.
Hi, how are you doing? My name's George Bayless. I'm down in Florida now, but my father's still up in Akron, and we haven't been able to get a hold of him, and some of his neighbors got a hold of me today, too, and said they haven't seen him since Saturday, and he hasn't been getting any of his packages off the porch. It's just weird, though, because his car's not there, and people saw him out. They said there were some people over there they didn't really recognize.
All right, so we have it in. We're going to get someone over there to check it out, and then we can give you a follow-up call.
When officers arrive at Gary's home and they get no response at the door, they force entry through the side door.
I have to go in the side door, I guess. Oh no, he hasn't picked up his mail. I wonder if I can get. Gary! Akron Police! Gary, it's Akron Police! Oh, damn it. Of course I did. Yeah, we got a signal 22 in here.
County.
Officers find Gary lying dead on the floor. When detectives arrive, they are faced with a grim mystery and no leads. Only the fact that Gary has multiple stab wounds to his chest and neck. The stench inside the house makes it clear that he has been dead for several days. Detectives immediately start searching the crime scene for clues. Soon after, the officers spread out and start speaking with the neighbors. They soon learn that this is a close-knit community, familiar with Gary, and that several residents had seen him with a strange man over the past week.
What was he doing Saturday?
What was he doing?
Yeah.
When I saw him, he was cutting grass, and I was walking my grandson down, pushing him in his little bike or something. And Mr. Gary turned his lawnmower off, and he said, "Hey, Lanice, you guys are taking turns walking the grandson," because my husband walked me down and my daughter too. And that was the last time I actually.
And that was Saturday. You were sure that was Saturday?
Anthony keeps saying he said it was Saturday. Anthony said it was Saturday. All I know it was my daughter went to work and I had my grandson.
He's had packages delivered all week, and we've been picking up his packages, waiting for.
So that's what prompted the call yesterday.
Yeah, we have 5 packages in here for him, and they're all car parts. So we thought maybe his car broke down somewhere, you know.
Okay. Do you remember anything else about the guy with the cane you saw? His hair, anything like that? How tall he was? Skinny, fat?
Not real skinny.
Okay.
Just medium build.
You said they both got in the car and left?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You saw him cutting lilac bushes with another male?
Yeah, and I don't know who that was.
Can you describe him to me? That's very important.
He was a younger guy, is all I know.
White?
Yeah. And I don't know, if he was staying. I know nothing about it other than.
Do you know what his hair was like? And that's a lot of questions.
I couldn't tell you.
You just knew it was a white younger male?
Seems like he was short, but I don't know.
Shorter than Gary?
No, I mean his hair was short.
Oh, okay.
Detectives soon learn that Gary's car has been spotted at several locations over the past week. It appears at multiple gas stations, and investigators obtain the surveillance footage. Unfortunately, the video does not reveal the identity of the driver. But the bolo works in their favor, and soon a witness contacts authorities, reporting that they saw the car and they know the driver. The name sends a jolt through the investigators. It's Jason Shockley.
Speaking with you. Okay. Jason came over Sunday morning. He was going to help me work on the house I'm working on. And so when he came over, and he sat on the step while I was getting ready, and then I came outside. When I came outside, the car was sitting on the end of the driveway. Anyway, he came over so we could go work on the house.
This was Sunday morning?
This was Sunday morning. And but I had to go to Harbor Freight because I needed a grinder. And so I told him, I said, I got to go to Harbor Freight. He said, oh, I'll take you. And I said, wait a minute, Jason. I said, I'm not getting in no hot car. I said, is that car hot? He said, no, the car's not hot. Uncle Willie, no, I wouldn't do you like that. The car's not hot. He said, my friend let me use it. He went to Florida. He gave me a credit card, told me to keep gas in it, and I can buy cigarettes and buy me something to eat if I need it. I said, Jason, that don't sound, too,
Right.
I was kind of like not believing him, but he said, "No, Louis, I swear." He said he let me use the car. I said, "Okay."
What kind of car was it? You said it was a bluish car.
It's a bluish color. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what kind of car it is, but I know what I saw, and when I read that description of the car, I put to you every since Sunday morning. Well, he had it all. He had it all Saturday night because he did tell me. He said that he had went to Ravenna or somewhere.
Oh yeah,
something like that, somewhere up in there. But he said he had went, and he said he had been up all night. You know, and said he had been riding all night, and he said he hadn't even burned out a half a tank of gas.
To be completely certain, detectives asked the witness to identify him from a lineup of images featuring 5 other suspects.
That's it. Yes, right here.
Okay. Go ahead and take the picture out the top. And on the back, have you sign it, and then put down the percentage. Sign it here. You can go ahead and date it again. Okay.
With confirmation from the witness, detectives zero in on Jason as their primary suspect. They know that he is dangerous, he could strike again, and he must be taken off the streets immediately. On May 22nd, just one day after Gary's body is found, Jason's mother, Heidi, makes a call to investigators, revealing the location of her son, providing a critical breakthrough in the case.
Hands! Don't move. Roll over and put them on the top of your head. Roll on your stomach, hands and behind your back. Let's go! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hurry up, Jason. Come on. You got 2? Yeah, I got 2.
When officers arrest Jason, they find Gary Ballas's credit cards in his possession, and Ballas's car nearby. A damning discovery that links him straight to the crime.
Hey Jason, where are the keys to Gary's car? Huh? Where are the keys to Gary's car?
I don't know. When I got drunk last night, I don't even know what happened to him, sir, because somebody let me use the car and I just got drunk last night. I lost that and lost other things.
Well, who let you use the car?
Some dude named Tommy.
Tommy?
Yes.
Tommy what?
I'll be honest with you, I don't even know the last name.
White? Black?
He was a white guy. He was maybe roughly 6.
How did he have the car? And tell me how you got the car from him.
Well, he pulled up on me when I was walking because I was with this with a cane. And he goes, "You need a bike, bud?" I'm like, "Sure." You know, and so we're driving and stuff, and he goes, "Man," he was like, "I hate seeing people walk." He was like, "Why don't you?" He was like, "I hate seeing people walk."
Okay.
He was like, why don't you take this for a little bit?" He was like, and then come get me. He said he was at.
Where was this at?
I was walking right up here on Johnson. He told me to drop him off down there at the little bar down on Stanton right there by the Church of Chicken and stuff.
Miller Hotel?
I'm not sure the
Okay.
name of it.
So where are the keys at now?
I really don't know. I honestly, sincerely do not know. I didn't even know whose car it was.
Well, you were driving it last, so you gotta know where the keys are.
I got drunk last night, so I really got drunk last night. Like,
So you're saying you blacked out, you had no idea what.
I don't know because I lost my other phone too.
From the start, Jason gives evasive answers, and detectives know that getting him to talk and reveal the truth will be anything but easy.
I'm going to record this interview because it makes it easier. An incident that happened the other day, and
please hurry, please hurry. Our address of the emergency? It's in Orange Tree Apartments, 25th Street. It's 20. Can't get the address. Ma'am, hello? Ma'am, I need the address. Ma'am? Ma'am, I can't send help if I don't know where to send them.
Our story begins August 2005 in the vibrant college town of Austin, Texas. Jennifer Cave was a 21-year-old woman who had been living in Austin for about 2 years. She was originally from Corpus Christi, where her mother, Sharon Cave, and stepfather, Jim Sedgwick, still lived. And by all accounts, Jennifer was a bright, ambitious young woman who was trying to build a life for herself in the capital city. Jennifer shared an apartment with her roommate Denise Winterbottom, and she maintained an incredible close relationship with her mother. We're talking about the kind of mother-daughter bond where they spoke on the phone every single day. This detail becomes crucial to our story, so keep that in mind. Now on Monday, August 15th, 2005, Jennifer had some exciting news to share with her mum. She had landed an interview for a part-time position at an Austin law firm. And this wasn't just any job, this was the kind of opportunity that could set her up for a real career. Jennifer was nervous but optimistic about the interview scheduled for the next day. Tuesday, August 16th, turned out to be one of the best days of Jennifer's life. The interview went so well that not only did she get the part-time position, but the law firm was so impressed with her that they offered her full-time employment on the spot. Fair play, love. Can you imagine that feeling? Walking into an interview hoping for a part-time gig and walking out with a full-time career opportunity. Jennifer was over the moon. She called her mother Sharon immediately to share the incredible news. Sharon later testified that Jennifer was extremely excited by the prospect of this new job. This wasn't just excitement about having work, this was excitement about having a future and to build something meaningful. Now that evening at 8:30 p.m, Jennifer and Sharon had their final conversation. Jennifer was back at her apartment. She was doing laundry and preparing for what would be the first full day at the law firm. She was so excited that she told her mother. She was planning to wear the new pantsuit that Sharon had recently bought for her. It was supposed to be her power outfit for her first day as a professional.